Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown and welcome ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, social media family to my vlog. Now the only way I can begin this vlog is by way of a follow-on to my last video, which was New Wave Producers Credit Where It's At, and it's by way of a thank you to those who thanked me, which is kind of weird because really and truly I didn't do the video, I didn't make the video for any applause. I didn't make it for no applause. I made the video because it simply had to be said. We're at a time now where technology is widely available and is widely affordable. And we're at an age where the world is smaller, much less our fraternity, because I still know that we don't have an industry. People might differ with that, but in the UK, we don't have an industry. We have a fraternity. But that does not mean to say that we are not putting the work in our fraternity. But I made the video simply because it needed to be said, and I don't even believe I know that encouragement, full encouragement, sweetens the labor. And we need to be celebrating. We need to be celebrating our efforts because, like I said, it's all part of the chain. Now, I've been around the world and I've seen the people who have paved the way for music from the UK, but not rally the troops from the UK to come over. And I know who these people are because I've gone around the world to find that out for myself. And when you have a situation like that, the people who are basically paving their own way, they can only do it for a certain amount of time. Because as much as people like to think they run things, you can't do the thing by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the thing by yourself. Yeah, you can tour about the place by yourself and what have you, but soon people's going to get fed up of seeing you. And they're going to want something different. And with my experience within this business, there's a lot of data carriers. I have to call them that. And I'm not being disrespectful. You have people that basically, that will take content from here and take content from there and want to know about the new fresh content from over there, and blah, 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 and big that up and what have you, you know, which is all well and good. But if we don't nurture what we have and give full encouragement to the people that's trying to do the same thing as what I done 36 years ago, right? We're not going to have a fraternity that is buoyant and consistent. I remember a saying from my good brethren Delroy Murray stating that we should always wish success well. Is what people do with that success is down to them. It's not down to me or anyone else around me. It's down to that individual, what they do with that success. Many times I've seen people get major recording deals. And I'm talking about reggae artists get major recording deals and messes it up. Not only for themselves, but for the reggae music fraternity that they are supposed to represent. And that has saddened me on a lot of occasions, many occasions. But now it's just got to the point now where, to some extent, you don't even really need record companies to big yourself up in the marketplace. Because if you look at major record companies, they're only going in certain directions. They're only going into grime, urban music, pop music, and that's about it. Where reggae is concerned, we have enough in our fraternity to build a thing on our own. It's something that we have to basically raise and maintain on its own, because there's been enough times when, like I said, we've had the opportunity where we was just on the cusp of greatness, where it just needed to take one artist or a couple of artists to get a major recording deal, and then all the other major record labels would want their own version of that particular act, that bus. But it just doesn't happen, whether it be greed or competition or bad mind or what have you, until you see other groups who are not Jamaican, who are not black, that's basically taking the music and doing with it what it's supposed to do. But we can't turn around and look on those artists and assume that they're stealing our things or they're watering down our things. Music is music. Music don't belong to me. Music don't belong to you. Music don't belong to John Jones. Music don't belong to her. It doesn't belong to any, it belongs to the whole world. So everyone has a right to do what they basically want to do with the music. And as you can see with what other people do with the music, they have it up there. They have it buoyant in their own market. We need to do the same. And it's kind of embarrassing because of the fact that reggae music direction from Jamaica, England, the United Kingdom was the first stop. And with the emergence of the new roots outfits that was going on at the time, the Aswads, the Mistian Roots, the Steel Pulses, with the Lovers Rock, with the Carol Thompsons, the Janet Kays, the Louisa Marks, the Sylvia Tellers, etc., etc., it started to build. But something happened where it just went out of shape. And I'm not apportioning no blame here, but when you have a business model that is built upon greed and no interest for the artist, it's going to fall down. So it's not just about the talent, the new talent that we see now, because I've seen a lot, and it warms my heart when I see all that talent. But it fills me with despair that I wonder if the business surrounding those artists is going to be clad iron tight for both parties, not just for one party. That's what I think about. Because you can send me talent, you can send talent all day, all week, all year long. If the business is not right, the talent is not going to progress to the next level. And that's what I despair about, honestly. But we're at a stage now where we have the playing field, where we can stand on an equal footing with our international counterparts, because my goodness, there are some great talent, songwriting talent, vocal talent, production talent that's coming out of the UK now. We can't mess it up. We cannot mess it up now. If we mess it up now, it's like the next generation is not even going to be interested in reggae music. You know what I'm saying? And that will be sad. Yes, they'll be interested in reggae music in terms of a hobbyist thing. Yeah, well, they'll sing a couple of tunes and put it out on the radio, get a couple of forwards and what have you. But music, to me, is more than that. It's absolutely more than that. Music has saved my life. Music was the difference between me living and me dying. Seeing? And I'm not saying what I'm saying for dramatic effect. It is literally that. So when I say what I say on the basis of what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing out on road, the new talent out there, the new wave of producers, I'm just saying what needs to be said. Like I said, I'm not in no competition with no one. And no one should be in any competition with me. I had to find my own way, from singing like Dennis Brown to singing like Lloyd Brown. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's been a long journey. And I give thanks that I've amassed the profile that I have. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the marketplace, my peers respect me enough to, I don't know, give me stems of their productions or send me their rhythms and ask me for my honest opinion about them. And, you know, and people just seeking guidance, because that's what I think the natural progression is. It's like when you reach a certain stage in your career, there's no need for you to compete. There's no need for you to compete with your younger counterparts. It's shameful that I see people of my age still trying to compete with their younger counterparts. That's not the order. It's not the order. You bring them up. Look what's going on in America, in the US. You got people like Charlie Wilson, an OG from the Gap Band, hooking up with Justin Timberlake and Snoop Dogg and Busta Rhymes. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the template them have in America when they're running their R&B and hip hop things. That's the model we should basically be following. But I don't know. It's like, you know, it's just the bad mind element that just gets in the way of the music filtering out and reaching its rightful people, taking its rightful course, because there's some really great music out here now. And we need to nurture. It's not so much the music, because the music is doing what it's doing, but we need to nurture the artists then. You know what I mean? Because show business is composed of 5% show and 95% business. So in order for the artist to go further, the business has to be correct, transparent and honest. If you don't know, you don't know. But as a producer, because that artist don't know, that doesn't mean that it gives you carte blanche to basically take liberties with that person because they don't know, and you can basically take all the publishing and what have you. I've seen that shit happen to veteran artists to this very day, much less the new artist that's coming out on road. And it's sad. It's sad, you know. So when I'm congratulating the artists and the producers and what have you, I'm doing that of the mindset of sweetening the labor in terms of the continuity of them putting out good stuff. But it's the business as well. And this is going out to the producers, to distributors, to record labels, to management, to booking agents, to talent buyers. Those are enough to be dealing with, because those people can basically help make the business element of this reggae music, I can't even say industry, this reggae music business, that will help that stand up and move forward. You know, like it or not, there's a strong model going on in Jamaica. There's a stronger model going on in America. And there's a stronger model going on in Europe. So why can't we, as the first destination where reggae music stopped, why can't we take the template that we've used from sound systems right up to the artistry that we have? Because everyone's taking that template. You know, they've taken the template that they've seen from Saxon Sound System, Cox and Jashaka. They've seen all of that, and they've taken the template and made it their own. We've got no right to be making up noise about it, because they've just taken that model and put their business model into it and made it work for them and their market. See that we're just running for the bus when we was on the bus. So I said what I said in relation to the new producers and the new artists, in bigging them up for that reason. I wasn't looking no applause, but I thank everyone who has thanked me for what I said and what I expressed. And I'm in full appreciation for that. And I give thanks for that. So today is another week. It's another productive week. I've got some rhythms to voice. And is with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you done know the coup. People, please abstain from foolishness wherever possible. Even if it's your own foolishness. The least you can do is admit to that and abstain from that. Okay? So until I catch you on the next one, people, please stay blessed, stay productive, stay inspired. Megan.